Ready? And listen to me. Don't be weird about it. Weird. Okay, that was a lot.
Speaking of tricks.
What?
I brought you guys a little something.
What?
Oh my God.
That was so nice. Happy Valentine's Day.
Santa.
Wait, we should have gotten you something.
Oh, we didn't get you anything.
Wait, it says my darling pain.
Valentine's.
Yay. And we're going to be
Valentine's.
talking about Wuthering Heights.
It's me, I'm Kathy, I've come home.
Your perspective.
Now we're blocking each other.
Wow.
Thanks, Eli, that was so nice. Wow.
Wow.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Here we are. This dog dragged you in.
Yeah, look what Mr. Bingley dragged in.
It's us.
It's us.
And we're here with another episode.
Yeah, right here, right now.
Of
Don't be weird about it. And don't.
And don't.
And you shan't.
And don't.
I just felt your energy. It really, it like shot out of you and into my body. Like it fully like, I said, don't
be weird about it.
And simply don't be weird about it.
Simply.
It's so weird. My favorite part of Wuthering Heights was when Heathcliff looked into the camera and said, don't be weird about it.
He said that.
He did.
Yeah.
If you don't remember that, then you must have blinked because
You weren't watching.
it happened.
Wow.
Oh, wait, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, that's Maggie.
Hey, that's Bailey.
What's up?
This is Bingley.
This is Mr. Bingley. Mr. Bingley, you are from another classic piece of work.
Yes.
That we're not discussing today, and he knows.
And much lighthearted, much more
lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, coming into this movie, don't have a lot of background with Wuthering Heights. I did not have to read that for school. I don't know why. But I did have to read Pride and Prejudice. And back in the day, Pride and Prejudice, I was like, what a snooze fest. No offense. I know.
It's crazy.
I am not a
to
classics
me.
girl. I'm not a classics girl.
I know, but it's crazy to me that you could read Pride and Prejudice and it jumps off the page to me.
Oh, snooze.
Same
Snooze
thing
fest.
with Wuthering Heights, jumps off the
Snooze
page.
fest. And so now actually like comparing the two, Wuthering Heights and Pride and Prejudice, I'm like, oh, Pride and Prejudice, what a sheer delight.
A dream.
What a delight.
A dream and a
surprise
delight.
and a delight. And not Wuthering
cutest
Heights.
family.
Just a cute little family. Just
That
having
one
a good
is
time.
not Wuthering Heights.
No.
Opposite of cute little family. Yeah, I read Wuthering Heights in high school.
Yeah, we never read that. I don't know why.
I want to do my AP Lit teacher right here, Mrs. Lohman.
Hey, girl.
Love her. And I can't let her down today. So
No.
everything I say today, whether if you get mad and disagree with me, just know that I had to honor my English
Miss
teacher
Lohman said.
and all of the other English teachers out there that I hear. This one's for you.
This
is
episode's
for the
you.
educators. Okay.
Yeah, the educators of the world.
Yeah. So we read Wuthering Heights in high school, and I'll be honest, when I read it in high school, I didn't love. I was also like probably like had to go to play practice. So
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
let's
busy.
just read the facts of the matter, and then like I need to be able to pass a test and like write an essay about this. So I didn't remember it really well, which means that I was, equally as what's the word?
Did all the lights just blink, or was that just
Yes,
me?
I saw that.
Everything blinked. I was like,
I believe you.
I said, "Did I have a seizure?"
No, I felt like I had a seizure too.
and then my thought went, I hope everything's still recording.
No, I can see it. It's
Okay,
it's still recording.
good. Sorry. Sorry, continue.
That's actually great because that bought me time to figure out the word I was trying to
Okay,
say.
good.
And I'm
You're
going to
welcome.
start my sentence
I
over.
did that on purpose.
Yeah, thank
Start
you.
over. The
Okay.
beauty of the podcast, as JK likes to remind us, we don't have to say the
This
right thing the
isn't
first
live.
time. It's not live.
So I read this book. I read Wuthering Heights in high school, and I didn't remember a lot about it, which means I was equally qualified to make a movie about it as apparently Emerald Fennel. Because I was like,
Wow. Shots fired.
no, not shots fired. She claims.
That's true.
That's what everyone defending is like, hey,
that's why.
it's based on
It's
her
cool.
memory of it. I said, I don't know if that's maybe the standard we should have for adaptations, but whatever.
But okay.
So I wanted to read the book before we went, so I reread the book.
Yes.
Boom. So
Oh, was that the only other time you'd reread it since high school? Okay, got it.
Yes. And I will say reading
Maggie's
it
reading like a classic book at all times and never finishing them.
Wait, but I read Wuthering Heights in 3 days.
Yeah, but you listen to it also.
Parts of it, yeah.
Which is helpful.
Yes.
It's not cheating, by the way.
Yeah.
People who think audiobooks are not books are wrong and ableist. Anyways.
I also think, and I ableist, and I'll also say
I'm like,
that,
what about the blind people?
What about the blind people? And also, what's interesting about an audiobook that Wuthering Heights really showed me was the language of this book is really poetic and beautiful. I think I have chills thinking about it.
Oh.
It is a really magnificent piece of like actual like words on the page beyond story. Story is obviously interesting and insane. And having it read to me, the like actual like audio of like listening to the poetry of this book was really magnetic. And I think
that's like Shakespeare, that like Shakespeare's not meant to be read. It's meant to be performed and acted and like listened to auditory. Like, yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
So I want to shout out Amy Lou Wood for
my girl
reading the audiobook. And if you guys watched Wuthering Heights the movie and you're interested in consuming the novel, I highly recommend at least listening to the first couple chapters. Amy Lou Wood from White Lotus of season 3.
Love her.
Cutie with the buck teeth. Love her. Obsessed with her. She is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, reading every character, highly recommend. Boom.
Well, and I feel like that makes a lot of people, because I have like posted my like thoughts, spoiler-free review on Instagram and stuff. And so I've had a lot of people in my DMs talking about it, discourse on it, and everybody's like, I tried to read the book and got through like 5 chapters and I just like cannot. So like that makes sense to your point. Like maybe start listening to it and then you can kind of get into it.
Because then even when I was reading it,
at least you have that in your head.
I had the like world was so built to me. Because there's also the dialect, like I'm American.
Yorkshire.
I'm sorry. I had to like look at where that was on a map. Like and I also like don't know. I can't just imagine how people in like Victorian Yorkshire moors speak.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a really specific thing. So she does such a good job.
Yeah. When is Wuthering Heights like actually supposed to be set?
Late 1700s into the early 1800s.
Your favorite time period.
My
famously Maggie's favorite time period.
I'm hyper fixated.
Yeah, this is like right in the perfect avenue right now for you.
It's like Regency into Victorian era. Gotcha. Because it takes place. The book doesn't, or the movie doesn't, but. The book takes place over multiple generations. Yeah,
Maggie like gave me a quick rundown of like what the basic plot of it is. Over a beautiful dinner at the Applebee's Times Square.
Yes, as one does.
So I was like slightly prepared. But that's the other thing with the Wuthering Heights. Like, if you're trying to read the book before you go see the movie, you just need to read 100 pages and then stop.
Yes.
Because they don't do any of it.
The second half of the book is not in this movie.
It's not in it.
You only have to read the first half.
Which I said, maybe that opens the door for a sequel. Hey, maybe a sequel.
No, I'm good.
No, they closed that door.
Yeah. Hey, no,
they closed that door.
Yeah. So there's going to be spoilers. Yeah.
We'll like bookmark specific if there's spoilers. And we'll tell you, you can fast forward 15 seconds, a minute, whatever. When we get there.
When we get to very specific spoilers. Otherwise, we'll speak pretty vaguely or about the book.
But also like spoilers for like 100-year-old book.
This is what I'm saying.
Come on, guys.
But the movie we'll get to, it is not the plot of the book at all. So
no.
Yeah. So
maybe spoilers.
There's some similar names and that's it.
I know. I'm almost like she should have just changed the names and just like done that movie as it was.
Just fanfic it.
Because the movie, as I was trying to get Maggie was so. I mean, she'd finished the book days before we saw this movie. So the whole movie, I would turn over and she'd be like cross-armed, just like frowning, watching it, and or like. You kept doing that. I was dying at you. And so afterwards, I was like, okay, if we remove the book completely from the movie, did you like the movie? Was it a good movie? And she was like, no, not really.
Still no.
No.
Still no.
Still no.
It's hard to remove it.
Well, yeah.
I'll also say that this book is so significant as just like what it was at the time of it being published. Like a woman wrote one of the most cornerstones of Gothic literature. Gothic literature. Like, come on.
Yeah.
At a time where she had to like pretend she was a man when she published it. Like it wasn't published under her name at the time.
What was the name it was published under?
Alysa Liu. Will you look that up, Eli?
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay. If it's set late 1700s, early 1800s, did she write it at the same time period? Okay.
It's like 1800s.
This is me asking dumb questions. I actually don't know.
These are actually really important questions. What is it?
Alysa Liu.
Oh,
wow, Maggie.
Take me to fucking trivia, dude.
With her Gothic literature, come on. Yeah, I don't know much about. I'm like, Emily Bronte, she's a sister.
She's a sister.
One of them wrote Jane Eyre. That's what I got.
The other one, Charlotte did. Yeah.
Which I read part of.
I love Jane Eyre.
I read part of that.
I'm sorry. I am
my mother right now
girl.
watching this episode, listening to this episode is so upset with
With
me.
you.
Yes.
I'm,
My English
I'm
major
Susan's
mother.
daughter now.
Yeah, you honestly, she's like, I'll take you because Susan Edmonds is a classics girly. She is a English major and she would like gift me all these books and be like, read it. And I
Yeah.
would not. Anyways,
Yeah.
love you, Mom. I read Little Women.
Sure.
Do you ever read the like great illustrated classics books
Yes. Where it was
that were like for babies?
yes.
I would read those.
I read all of those.
So I'm like, I feel like I read them because I read
Anne of
those.
Green Gables.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love Anne of
yeah. So
Green
you know the basic
Gables.
of the stories of those.
Yeah, they tell you it's like literally the great illustrated classics for those of you like are not familiar with them. They're literally like dumbed down versions of like classic novels.
For like small children.
For kids.
Like I read it
not
when I was
small
8.
children. Yeah, probably like
Yeah.
8 to like 12. I would say it's
When I was
probably
like,
like
chapter books.
yeah, they were chapter books. They had like illustrations in them, like sometimes. Not
Yeah.
it wasn't like a picture book, so to say, but they'd have like some drawings. And the covers are all really pretty. I always like those.
Yes.
But I read like the Swiss Family Robinson.
Yes.
And I read that's the first version of Little Women I read. I read
Yeah.
the Great Illustrated Classics. And then I did go on to read the original. Like,
Oh, when
real
I remember
one.
when I read the original, I was like, hold on.
I said, there's so much to this.
so much to
I
this.
said, what do you mean?
Yes.
They cut out like all the scary bits, you know?
Of course, yeah.
But I had so many of those Great Illustrated Classics. I loved those
Totally.
books.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that they made a Wuthering Heights Great Illustrated Classics.
Hey,
though.
how could they?
Hey, but how could they?
It's a spooky
They were
book.
like, and then they got married and they were happy at the end.
No, literally. When I tell you that this book is the amount of romance is maybe 4 sentences.
Yeah.
And everything else is abuse and hardship.
Yeah.
And horrible people. This was like their Real Housewives of Yorkshire. Like that's Wuthering Heights to me. Because it's just like a bunch of problematic people yelling at each other and like
Yeah.
abusing each other. Like
Yeah.
it is not anyways, we'll get to it.
It was an interesting group in the theater because like there was the people behind us that I was like, they know no plot points from Wuthering Heights
Yes.
at all. I don't think ever.
Yes.
I don't think they had any idea what to expect and they were making it known.
I know, they were making me laugh.
And then like
actually.
the girls beside me, I think were in the same boat we were.
Yeah.
That you were, especially like I think they knew Wuthering Heights and
Yeah.
were like
Yeah.
a little gagged by what was going on. But yeah, the whole theater was kind of a fun experience viewing wise, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because I've heard from some people their viewing experience in the theater has been everybody like laughing at it the whole time. And then I've heard the other end where like everybody is like clapping and gasping together and like crying at the end. So I've heard both ways. I know.
Okay,
Multiple people I've seen posted and they were like, I was sobbing at the last like 20 minutes. I'm like, you were?
here's the deal.
Even me who liked it, I was like, I didn't cry.
I had a visceral negative reaction to this movie,
She sure
and
did.
that's just something that I
Visceral.
can't deny. And I can't come on here and be like, but it was really good about these parts when I had such a visceral negative reaction to
She's
it.
so just caught up in that. Yeah.
But when we got to the end, I was like, this is fucking sad.
Yeah.
I just want to be honest. I felt a little emotion at the end.
Okay. That's
And-
good.
And then I was like annoyed by that. Well, because I was like, after all of this bullshit,
Yeah.
you don't deserve my tears.
Yeah.
Okay, you talk about what you liked about it.
You talk about what you like.
No, because I'm just gonna sound like a huge bitch. I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Well, okay. To preface, I still would have given it like 3.5 stars. Like it
Okay.
wasn't like
the best movie.
the best
ever.
movie I've ever seen. I see its flaws and I understand from like the literary perspective the flaws and everything. But then like because I haven't read the book, was able to kind of like remove it and just look at it like what it is, which is definitely a reimagining of the book. The thing I keep seeing people post is like retelling versus reimagining versus what's the last one I was going to think of?
Complete rewriting.
Okay. Rewriting. And I think we need to look at it as more of a reimagining than a retelling. Like
I
she's
don't
not,
even think it's a reimagining though.
I do.
There are some instances of reimagining, like Moulin Rouge.
What is that reimagining?
There's like a poem. There's like a big.
There's
like,
a poem.
It's like based off of something.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like they're like expanding and they're creating this like beautifully like layered world and like this texture, like the aesthetic of that movie is so specific. And they're adding all this music and it's all different and weird. Like, which if you looked at the original source material, you'd be like, this is an insane leap.
Yeah. So the things I liked,
Yeah, go on, please. Yeah.
I thought for someone who has not read the books but has heard a lot about the books, tonally, I thought she did a good job. And the setting, the moors, a lot of fog,
Hey,
a lot of rain,
Lot of rain.
a lot of wet.
agree.
It was wet. It was gooey. I keep saying it's gooey. It was gooey. I also, in a weird, gross way, enjoyed Saltburn.
Yeah.
And it felt very stylistically similar to Saltburn. So if you like Saltburn and like the weird grossness of it all, you're going to be mad a bit about this, but I keep comparing it to Poor Things because I feel like
The gooiness of it.
the gooiness and like the weird style of Poor Things.
Yeah.
If you like that, I feel like you could like this.
Yes, and Poor Things
could.
is a really aesthetically.
Not aesthetically is what I'm
Yes.
saying. Stylistically, aesthetically.
Yes, agree.
It's similar. Even like she wore those little cunty glasses at one
Loved those
point.
cunty glasses.
But I was like, it's literally
No,
the Poor
there's-
Things glasses.
yes.
Like stylistically and aesthetically, it is very similar to that. And in that, like, it's just kind of gross and it's gonna be, and it's like not afraid of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like being gross.
Yeah.
Like, I think Emerald Fennel is just all about like the shock value of things.
Completely.
And did they add to the story? No.
Yeah.
But did I like it? Kinda. Because
Yeah.
it was kind
But
of
did
creepy
you-
and gooey.
Did you have a immediate reaction to it? Yes, which
Yes.
is again, I'm always saying a valid thing.
Yeah. I'm the perfect like dumb person to like watch these things though. Cause I'm like, oh, he's fingering egg yolks. Like that's crazy and gross. I love it. But like, is there a reason?
That's
No.
something that happens.
That's something
in
that
this
happens.
movie. Yeah.
I've been telling people that the whole time and like
Eli-
reenacting him like
Eli reacted to that.
no, because there's like in the very beginning, this isn't even a spoiler, but like towards the beginning of the film, Heathcliff like goes to his room and like sits down on his bed and you just hear crunch. And you're like, what is that? And he pulls back the covers and it's a bunch of eggs that Kathy had put on his bed as just like a prank, whatever. But then he, of course, instead of being normal about it, bends down and he bees weird about it. He bends down. He bees weird about
Everybody in this movie is being weird about
all
it, by
of
the
them
way.
first of all are being weird about it. But he like bends down and starts like fingering the egg yolks and like picking them up and then like brings them towards his face and is like, it's a zoomed in shot of just his hand. I wish I had egg yolks right now. I could like reenact it.
Yeah.
And then he like is fingering the egg yolks while like looking at her through the window too. So you know it's like it's a sex thing. Like
Yeah.
it's like alluding to like
I
sex, but
will
like
go on
it's
record
so
saying
gooey.
that I liked the egg yolk.
I like the egg yolk thing.
I liked
well because
that-
then they brought it back later, which
I
is a
liked
little bit of
how
a spoiler,
I loved how they brought it back.
yeah, that was fun.
That was fun, and it was a shocking moment, but it's still like that's an addition that adds to the story in this new medium.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I liked that.
I liked
But that
that
was just
too.
an example. I keep showing that, like, or telling people about that. There's like a zoomed in shot of a slug on a window.
Yeah, like why? But
for
sure.
no reason. It's just gooey. Like
Yeah.
she just is setting the scene that it's like, it's gooey here.
Yeah, I'm
We're
not
gonna
even
be
mad about
gooey.
that.
And like Wuthering Heights itself is like gross and like
it should
I would
be.
never want to step foot in there. Like it's just like bleh.
Yeah.
And then like even the nice new house she goes to,
Yeah.
what's that place called?
Thrushcross Grange.
Thrushcross, blah, blah. Yeah. blah, 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 blah. Thrushcross
Grange.
Thrush Cross Grange. Got
Yeah.
it. Thrushcross Grange. That place, it's supposed to be like opulent and beautiful and all these things, and it's still kind of icky,
No, it should still be icky.
which I like.
Yeah.
Like I think so that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I think she did a good job of is like setting the tone of each of these places and like everything. Who knows if that actually followed what the book was? Because again, I didn't read the book.
No, it
so,
did.
But okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So
No, I
for
think
me,
she
I
did that
really
well.
liked the style and the tone and like whatever.
and you
so-
could tell the difference between the two families.
Yes. Oh yes, for sure.
Between the Lintons and the Earnshaws.
The Lintons and the Earnshaws.
Yeah.
Because, okay, yeah, the movie itself is like being advertised as like, you're mad, the greatest romance of all time. Not true.
She says you're mad.
You're mad about it. I know.
I'm trying to be over here like this
She's
right
like,
now.
I'm not talking. Because again, all the people that were saying they were like crying and stuff at the end. I personally would never call any parts of this a romance. You know, there's a montage of them having sex for an hour, but like,
An hour.
which
Sorry.
I loved. I was like, I love this part. I said, lick her neck again. I love it. Stick your hands in her mouth again. Open it up.
Oh my God.
I was having fun, even though it was not as like raunchy and sexy as I thought they were going to make it. Nary a butt cheek was seen. Nary a
Sure.
tit. You saw none.
It was horny.
It was horny. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Like it was fun and whatever. But I wasn't like blushing like, oh my God, there's like boobies everywhere. Like it
Yeah.
was like, it was kind of
Boobies
tame.
everywhere.
I know. Boobies everywhere. It was kind of tame in like the sex way.
Yes.
And then it wasn't romantic to me. And also I think that the two characters were so insufferable.
Yes. Well, they are supposed to be.
Yeah, that spoiler alert by the end, I was like, thank God she's dead.
Yeah. Yes.
I wasn't sad about
Yeah.
it. I was kind of like, oh my God, finally.
No, that is exactly what it feels
Because
like
it
when
was
she
so
dies.
annoying. Her like wasting away, like literally bed rotting because he's like not writing to her. Like, get over it.
Girl.
Oh my God.
I will say when I was reading the book, every time a character died, I was like, finally, God, I couldn't stand them anymore.
Because then people are like, there's not a happily ever after. What do you mean? Like, I love a non-happy ever after. I don't know. Just the whole thing felt like a weird style for me and a weird, like, I would still, oh, the light went out.
Pause.
Hello? Oh, there it is. Why'd it turn off? Hi. Anyways, I just like enjoyed the style of it. Again, if you enjoyed Poor Things, if you enjoyed Saltburn and you don't read Wuthering Heights, you might like this movie.
Yeah, totally.
I'm trying to think what else I liked. Oh, the costumes. I love the costumes. Insane. And I'm not a costume designer, so I'm like, I don't know what period these are from. I like them.
You're like, I liked the milkmaid
I like the
costume.
milkmaid outfit. She just looks like it. And I loved the use of color. Like she's always in the red or white.
Yes.
But white with like still the pops of red. So they're trying to like, I feel like she's pretending to be this like virginal, like beautiful thing, but she's still like a fucking slut deep down with her red in.
She's a demon.
She's still a demon. She's the devil. I mean, Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi. I will be the first to admit, I never really got it.
See, this is where I hard disagree with you.
I never really got it. I got it more in this, I will say. Once they gave him a haircut and shaved his face, I got a little bit more. I don't know. He's just too tall.
He's so hot.
He's so tall. Like the part where, spoiler alert, but when he is like in Isabella's room and he's like, tell me if you want me to stop. And he's like, do you want me to stop? And she's like,
trembling.
But there's like a shot because she is like 5'3" probably, and he's like 6'20", and he's like above her, fully bent neck, looking down at her, and she's like this, looking up at him. And I was like, both of our necks hurt, and I didn't think it was sexy. And that for me,
I thought it was so hot.
No, I hate that. I'm like, don't look down like that.
The point of that,
it's creepy.
I like.
I'm
that
like,
scene.
bend down or something.
That's so funny to me. One, I think,
and as
hot.
the short girl, I'm like, that hurts.
Yeah,
to be like that.
As a tall girl, I've never experienced.
Yeah,
that,
it's horrible.
and I'm really.
I'll do it right now.
Jealous of it.
Come here.
I'm scared.
Just come here. Just look at me. Hey. Look up more.
Okay, where am I?
Just right here.
Oh, okay.
No, look up. Bigley's like, what are you doing? Okay, anyways. I was trying, for the listeners, I was trying to give Maggie the experience
Okay,
of
ready?
dating a tall man. Hey,
Bing.
don't you bark at me.
Big and I said.
See, do you hate that?
No, I like it.
Anyways.
Never
It's
experienced that.
I don't know. Jacob Elordi, too tall for me. I don't know. Something about his face.
He's so beautiful. He's someone that I would meet and immediately
gold tooth
have
is
to be mean to him.
Yeah.
Because he's so hot.
Yeah. The gold tooth was crazy though, too.
I loved the gold tooth.
It was, you liked that part? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people are like pissed about. And okay, so I get that Jacob Elordi also was probably a wrong casting choice because
We'll talk about
We'll
that.
talk about it.
Yeah.
But like in the book, I did love when, and I keep seeing this online too, when they're in the rain and he puts his hands above her eyes.
Yeah.
Like this to shield her little eyes from the rain, which apparently I did see an interview with Margot and Jacob, and he did it in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Just like without being told he did that.
Yeah.
And
They were, like,
Emerald,
obsessed.
Emerald and Margot were like, do it.
Keep
do
it.
it in the film.
Yeah.
And he to this day is like, I don't know what you guys like about that, but
No,
okay.
that is hot.
He's like, I don't get it. And he does it. They're like being interviewed. He like does it to the interviewer. And she literally goes,
I'd be trembling.
she like looks down like, oh my God. And he's like, I don't get it. I can't do his Australian accent.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
can't
don't
do
get
an
it.
Australian
I don't
accent.
get it. His accent wasn't great. I'll give him that too. Or I won't give him that, I guess.
I'm sorry. I am over here still thinking about what if they had cast, like, say, like Michael B. Jordan and as Heathcliff.
Okay, but I keep seeing also
And
arguments.
he had the gold tooth.
I mean, there's like huge discourse on like Heathcliff and like where he's actually from.
Yeah.
And like nobody actually
Nobody
knows.
knows.
Emily Bronte is dead. But a lot of black people are saying he wouldn't be black and he shouldn't be
No,
black.
he shouldn't be black. They describe him as being potentially like at least Spanish, but
I've heard Asian. I also heard Irish.
No.
I read a whole article about how he's potentially Irish. I was like, okay, so I don't know. So, but what I'm saying is there's a bunch of discourse like nobody knows.
In the book, Nellie, there's a specific line that I keep remembering whenever this like comes up, that Nellie says something along the lines of, if I were you, I would make up a story that my mom was the Empress of India and my dad was like the king of like some other country.
Sure.
So it's like, yeah, like You're not saying that to
He's
a
probably
white
not
person.
white,
You're not
yeah.
saying that to a white person, in my opinion.
Ethnically ambiguous.
On top of the fact that they talk about that his skin is dark.
Yeah.
It is faux show racist.
Yeah.
But that is the point.
And we can't ask Emily. She's
well,
dead.
yeah, and also it makes a lot of sense as to like why he is treated so horribly.
Yes, that all makes
and
sense.
And his relationship to all of the characters is quickly and easily defined just by that. So casting him as a white man
was an interesting choice.
Is just like not supported by the text either. So it's kind of, but again, nothing is supported by the text.
Taking the book out of it, Jacob Elordi, great, fine, whatever, hot. So like give us what gave us what we wanted. But
I will say Heathcliff is described as being very tall, broad-shouldered, and
which
like,
he is.
Dark hair, dark eyes. So they at least checked those boxes. Yeah. But like
beyond that,
there's just so many talented actors that are tall, and
everybody's saying Dev Patel should have done it.
Dev Patel would have been so good.
Would have been really good.
Like imagine Dev Patel with the gold tooth.
With the gold tooth. Come on.
Can we play this game now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I prepared a little game for us today.
Fix your tie.
Fix my tie,
darling.
So famously, I've read this book.
Famously, I read it.
Yeah. Twice. And Bailey's never read it. And so I put together, these are all, so this is maybe potentially if you haven't seen the movie and you intend on seeing the movie, maybe skip this little game.
Maybe skip this game. Also, we already said she dies.
Well, yeah, but it's been this
neither here nor
there. It's
there.
2026. This book came out in 1800 something. So these are all actual plot points that happened in the movie. And Bailey, I'm going to read these plot points to Bailey, and she's going to tell me whether she thinks it also happened in the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Number 1, a man is hanged and we see his boner.
I'm going to go with that didn't happen in the book.
It didn't happen in the book.
I mean, that is minute 1 of the film too. I was
so confused.
Well, because it starts, it opens, like the screen is black and you just hear like grunting and like wrestling. And you're like, oh, somebody's getting it on right now.
Yeah.
And then it's a guy being hung.
Yes.
Or being hanged. And they're all in the town square like, yeah.
He was being hung as well, I'll tell you that.
But then as soon as he gets...
Come on, that was a good joke.
That was a good joke. I laughed. I said,
he was being hanged, but he was also...
Hung. He was hung.
Yeah.
Because then they zoom in on his hard penis.
Yeah.
As he's dead. Because I guess that's like a thing that happens.
Apparently.
Yeah. Or it's like like a bondage thing, you know? Like
that like being strangled is asphyxiation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Asphyxiation.
It's like asphyxiation.
It's a kink.
It's a kink.
Okay, number 2. We have a lot of these. So
we have a lot. Okay, I'm ready.
Nellie is the illegitimate daughter of a lord.
Yes. No. Oh shit! Really?
Just a servant.
I don't know why they changed that or
why
what that
would they
did.
change that. This is my point. Okay, number 3. Kathy names Heathcliff after her dead brother.
Yes.
No.
What's he named after?
The dad names him before he even comes back. He's just like, hey guys, this is Heathcliff. And
she goes, I'll name you. Oh, because I kind of love that because at the end when she's like, he's mine, I named him.
Yeah, they made that up. Also, her brother is not dead in the book.
Oh yeah, you did say that. I should have guessed.
Yeah, her brother's
like, maybe it was another
huge
brother.
character in the book.
What's his name?
They
Heathcliff?
fully killed him off. No, his name is Hindley.
How old is Heathcliff in the book? Did they even say in the book when they like bring him in?
They don't know for sure because obviously they got him off the streets. But around Kathy's age, so like a year older than her, and she's like 6 when he comes home.
Okay,
and I think
that makes more sense because in the movie,
like they're like 6 and 7.
Yeah, in the movie they're probably like 12.
Yeah.
And they're like, she's like, I'm going to name you now.
Yeah.
It's very Veruca Salt.
Yes.
And I'm like, the kid probably has a name at this
literally
point.
knows it. But if you're 6 years old and been on the streets, you
that makes a little bit more sense. Maybe you
potentially
don't
know your name and or potentially don't speak English.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. Mr. Earnshaw has a gambling addiction and gambles their money away.
Yes.
That does not happen. That does not happen. He doesn't have there's no mention of gambling in this novel at any point. I didn't even know it was a thing. Obviously it was because gambling's been a thing since the beginning of time.
Yeah, they probably did it on like dog races and stuff back then.
But no, he actually dies like really early on.
And thank God he should have.
Yeah.
They kept him around for too long.
I'm not going to say he wasn't abusive, but he was like normal Victorian abusive where they were like, if you did something wrong, they just like hit you on the side of the head.
Wait, so who's like in charge?
Her brother, her older brother.
Oh.
Her older brother gets married. He's like 17 or something and has a wife and then they have a kid. And then Nellie raises the kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Joseph and Zilla fuck in the barn and pretend that she's a horse.
Okay, I know that doesn't happen. That was like the first thing you walked out of the theater and you were like, and the pony play.
Yeah, the pony play.
I said, you mean the pony play doesn't happen in Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte?
No, totally. Question 6. The Lintons move in to Thrushcross Grange when Kathy is an adult.
God. I feel like you're wanting me to say, I'm going to say yes.
No. No, they've lived there for generations.
These are all trick questions. And so far, none of them have been in here.
Specifically, the reason I bring this up is because Edgar, who Kathy ends up marrying, and Heathcliff have a huge rivalry. When they're kids, they like all the families spend Christmas together, like they do Christmas dinner together. Oh. And there's a big like fight that happens. And at that time, Heathcliff and Edgar are around the same age as well, are teenagers. And at that time, Heathcliff is like, I will not rest until I make his life miserable.
Oh, wow.
He says that long before any of the marriage or the stuff happens. So it's weird to me that you would cut out that because it so easily makes everyone's motivations clear. But anyways. Or why you would change that. Anyways, number 7, Kathy masturbates on the moors and Heathcliff catches her.
It happened in Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights.
I have to give you some obvious ones.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
And I wish it had.
Okay,
that was my favorite, was he was like giggling about it too.
I like that.
That's the one little like break of, because they're so serious the whole time. And then like she goes out, she's literally like so hot and bothered that she has to go like rub one out on the moors.
Yeah.
And then he literally catches her and she like runs away. She's like, don't look at me. And he's like, why? Ha. Like he's like giggling.
No, that was funny.
That was funny. I liked that moment.
I loved every moment of that scene except for the grass in the mouth.
I know, she's like so mad at him. She's like, don't say anything, and literally turns around and like picks up grass, shoves it in his mouth.
I said, why'd that have to happen?
I think she's just, again, being insufferable.
Yeah,
she's just so fucking annoying.
She is. I don't mind the adding of the masturbation part. I just, again.
I'm just like, you had a bedroom, girl. Go to the bedroom.
You have your own room.
You have your own room.
You can lock
the door.
it. Yeah. Anyway, number 8, Nellie knows Heathcliff is eavesdropping when Catherine is talking about marrying Edgar.
Yes.
That is true. That did happen in the book. That did have something happen in the book.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Number 9, Kathy marries Edgar.
Yes.
That does happen in the book.
We don't know that. Okay.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
Number 10, Heathcliff returns mysteriously rich.
Yes.
Correct. He got rich and he found some scissors.
I'm like, is he though?
Number 11, Heathcliff purchases Wuthering Heights from Mr. Earnshaw.
Well, Mr. Earnshaw's dead, so
Good.
No.
Period.
I'm like, so we've learned 4 questions ago.
Yes.
So I guess no. But does he purchase it? Yes. No.
No.
Got it.
Yeah.
Heard.
He just kind of takes it over.
Oh.
We're almost done. Number 12, Heathcliff seduces Isabella.
Yes.
That happens in the book, correct? Yes. He does the old bait and switch. Number 13, Heathcliff and Catherine fuck a lot.
I'm going to go with no. I feel like it's not actually in the book.
It is not actually in the book. However, I will say...
Do they have sex at all?
No.
What are we reading, guys?
No,
Well, I understand the changes, Emerald. I get it.
What I will say...
They don't have any sex?
Not once.
Do they kiss?
They kiss towards the end when she's like dying.
Wow. Spoiler. Wow. Okay.
What I will say is there's room in between the lines to potentially... Like maybe you could argue that they were doing it and it just wasn't in the pages.
Sure.
Because
Emerald's like they were doing it,
because
guys.
the entire story is told from Nellie's perspective.
True. Okay.
She's not going to be seeing them
That's
having
true. That's
sex.
true.
So I'm less mad about that. It just was a lot of sex to put in there for something that isn't even confirmed in the book. But whatever. Number 14, I believe. Heathcliff and Isabella partake in BDSM dog play.
Yeah, Emily Bronte definitely wrote that.
She wrote that. She was like, anyway, I'm inventing this.
I really loved that. No.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
No, they didn't happen.
Number 15, Kathy's baby dies.
No, I know you told me that didn't happen.
Yeah, that did not happen.
Yeah.
That baby lives and there's a second half of the book.
Yeah, there's another half of the book, which that's why we're saying the door's closed. Spoiler, the door's closed
We
because
won't
the baby was
spoil
dead.
any of the second half of this book for you because it wasn't in this movie. Number 16, Kathy dies in childbirth.
Yes.
Yes. That is overall true. In complications due to childbirth.
Which I did find out 2 weeks ago.
She lives like a little bit longer, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they killed her real dramatically.
You want to know what they could have been? What I'm surprised they didn't include in this book, but you know what? They couldn't have done it because it would have been in the second half of the book.
Oh, what?
Heathcliff digs up Kathy's fucking dead body so that he can hold her one last time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't put past Emerald Fennell.
That's what I'm saying.
Surprised that she didn't.
That's prime weird Saltburn ass shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, Jacob gets he gets to now be the one to fuck the grave.
Exactly.
Which honestly, when he pulled back the sheet and she's like the dead body, again, major spoilers here.
Yeah.
pulls back the sheet and she's like her gray dead corpse laying there. I was like, he's gonna fuck the corpse.
Yeah.
I really thought he was gonna have
That
sex
scene
with
was
her.
the most accurate part of the book.
Was it?
Or like adaptation. They like directly quoted it where he's like, I cannot live without my soul.
Oh yeah, that was beautifully spoken.
No,
Jacob,
that's
good work.
That's I think one of the most emotional parts of the book.
Yeah, and like again, I get it, but also I was like, oh my god, they're so fucking annoying.
Yeah, they're so
like,
fucking
it's
annoying.
Okay, guys.
No, this book is about annoying, insufferable people.
Yeah, they're very annoying and insufferable.
I would have loved it as a music video.
As a music video, I would have loved it.
Music
well,
video
and then
for
she did
Kate
put
Bush's Wuthering Heights song.
she did put in a like music video like right in the middle of it, basically of like Kathy like wandering through. Which, by the way, the music for it, I also loved.
I did like the
fun.
Charlie XCX of it all.
The Charlie XCX of it all, and that random like Irish,
like.
I love
when they put a ballad.
The dark-eyed song,
my
that
God.
song.
Love
I'm
when
like, put that on right now. Actually,
Agree.
I really did like that song.
I liked the soundtrack.
I want the vinyl of the soundtrack. I won't lie. I listened to. Did you listen to the whole Charlie XCX album?
Of course.
It's good. I liked
Nick put it on.
So I did like that. I thought that was fun.
I'll agree with that.
And because again, like this, the style of it for me is what like sold it for me. Do I think it's gonna win any awards or anything? No.
No.
Do I think it might become like a slight cult classic? Yeah, maybe.
The movie?
Yeah, like a cult classic.
Are people really liking it that much?
The people like me. The people like me are.
You're like, will some people be obsessed with it? Maybe.
I think the people that haven't read it will like it, but the English lit majors are pissed. And I think maybe we should watch some, but there's a million adaptations of Wuthering Heights out, like movies, TV shows that they've done.
Yeah.
One with what's his face? Tom Hardy.
I want to watch that
as
one.
Heathcliff, who also famously is a white man.
I know. Again, I'm like, wait, huh?
Famously a white man. But from the research I've done, most of them do also stop at the same point. They don't usually go further. Most of them stop with Kathy and Heathcliff and the end of her.
I want to make my own adaptation.
You
of
should.
it. Give me millions of dollars.
Do it.
This is my pitch that I've been
I'll
saying.
play Nelly.
I would do an adaptation of this. And again, I like the idea of an adaptation if you're going to do something completely different with it.
Yeah.
Like do it completely different.
Maybe they should make like a show.
Or a show. So
I feel like the book, from what you're telling me, all the details and stuff would not fit in a movie.
Would not fit in a movie.
And which is, I think,
fair.
why a lot of times they make the decision. And because I feel like the
one
main
thing to cut things, it's another thing to completely change the details of every character. You know what I mean? If I was going to adapt Wuthering Heights, I would put it in Appalachia, obviously,
Ooh, yeah.
where I'm from.
Okay.
It's like two trailers. Wuthering Heights and Thrushcross Grange are like two trailers in the same holler.
and Thrushcross Grange is a double wide.
It's a double wide.
It's a little nicer.
It's a double wide, and they, they're actually going to school. Like they're like, whereas Wuthering Heights, they're public or they're homeschooling them for
sure.
And by homeschooling, it's like
I could see these kids in the trailer park kind of. Honestly, this would be fun.
Wouldn't
We
that
should
be
make
cool?
this.
And then like Heathcliff is a person of color who gets adopted by them.
Yeah.
But they're Appalachian who, hey, a couple of them have been racist before.
Hey,
there may be some racism in
there may be
Appalachia.
racism involved.
Not all, but some.
But that's important to put in there.
So yeah, exactly. And then there can be some like, we can talk about the opioid crisis, because another thing that's
true.
Can I just not even, I don't even think this is a negative, but when we're adapting something this old to like be seen by modern viewership, it's like, why are we doing this? Right. What is the
Yeah, I don't know the why behind why she did that.
And this is my biggest problem with Emerald Fennell.
She just wanted to.
There is no why to any of her stuff in my experience. Like, or the why is muddled and confused and forgotten for the big shock moments.
Sure, yeah.
There are interesting things in Wuthering Heights that are so relevant still.
Yeah.
None of those things were particularly included in this adaptation of it.
Yeah. No, she took every social element, I think, out of it. Like any social, political, economic, like any like that was not in this, not involved. This was just like the relationship, the romance, quote unquote, like Wuthering Heights in quotes, romance in quotes.
Yes.
Just that was the only essential part that she kept, and she took everything else out.
Right.
Which is why I think she's like, well, it's a white guy, whatever, because they were not talking about that part of it.
When they weren't. So
and they were.
There at least is that. It's not like
so
they
like
pretended.
I get why it's like kind of stupid and bullshit that she didn't put any of that stuff in.
Yeah.
But also it's like that she just wasn't talking about that. I don't know.
Totally.
But I do think your point makes sense. Like, what's the why? Other than it's just a self-insert romance.
Yes,
movie.
totally. There's more chemistry for them off screen than on screen, in my opinion.
Somebody said that it's like the whole press tour has been a humiliation ritual for Margot Robbie's husband.
Hey, and maybe they're into that.
Maybe they're into that. Anyway, so that's our discourse on
Whoa,
Wuthering
sorry.
Heights.
We really,
Whoa.
I was,
Whoa, that was a lot.
sorry if you don't care about Wuthering Heights, we had to do it.
We had to do it. So, review for the movie. I liked it. Maggie didn't. If you want to like the movie, don't read the book. If you want to read the book and dislike the movie, read the book.
Do that.
Okay, well then this all brings me to my next point.
Okay.
So Maggie and I have been really obsessed with the Winter Olympics. By the time you're watching it, they're over. They're all gone.
over.
They are over. But you were there. We were all. I was rare. I was there. I remember it all too well.
Taylor Swift?
That was Taylor Swift.
Good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you noticed.
I noticed.
Do you know what song that was?
Yeah, it's All Too Well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all too well.
All Too Well is that song that we like to get together once a quarter potentially with our girlfriends and just like turn music on and sing really, really loudly.
Yeah.
And
I recommend all of you do that.
it's really cathartic and necessary.
Cathartic.
Kind of just like whoever thinks of a song puts it on and then we all just kind of scream it. And All Too Well often.
Usually the 10-minute version.
I've never not.
To Maggie's chagrin.
Bailey, I've never not heard. I haven't heard the regular version.
I haven't heard the 5-minute version.
I've never. There's.
We'll all play it.
I know I'm good.
It's still 5 minutes.
Hey, okay, no worries.
Hey, whoa, it's good. Whoa,
10
whoa, whoa.
minutes, I whatever.
10 minutes
So,
is enough. Anyways, but so
The Olympics.
the Olympics, it was rare. I was there. I remember it all too well. We were very locked in on the ice dance this year.
Locked in.
Locked in. Honestly, all figure skating. Figure
Yes.
skating. I love all the Winter Olympics. I could put on any of it and be like very interested at any point. But figure skating specifically, I'm just like I love it. I love the history of it. I've like watched it like a long time.
We could so easily have sponsorships because what I'm about to say sounds like someone paid me to say it.
What are you gonna say?
Peacock makes it so easy
Peacock.
for you to like really lock in on a specific sport.
Yes.
Because we used to be beholden to whatever they were going to show on broadcast television.
That's so true. Yeah.
And so I would be like waiting for the figure skating to come up and I would like watch like as much as I could.
Yeah.
But they would never show
They show
all
like
of
the
it.
big ones.
Yeah, they would show the Americans and then like a couple of the others.
Yeah.
Now I can sit for 3, 4.
You can watch the training
5
session.
hours.
You can walk start to finish. Like you could just go to the one channel that's just the figure skating. It's the greatest.
It's me, Tara Lipinski, Johnny Weir.
We're all hanging out.
2 weeks ago, did I know what a twizzle was? No. Now I'm like,
Other twizzles
that's going to be a deduction.
That's a deduction right there. Also, thank God for TikTok. I'm watching videos on TikTok explaining like the different jumps and like the points and the deductions and the blah, 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 blah. So I know everything now. I know too much now. So because we're so obsessed and so locked in, I know everything. And I specifically love the ice dance, partially because of this book that I read last year. So then this year I was like, here we go. And I'm going to talk about it in a sec. But now I'm like, excuse me, you coming back?
Yeah, so now I sit with Bailey.
Oh, you sit with me now. Hi. He's like, Bailey's talking about interesting things. I'm gonna sit with him.
He's like the talking feather.
Yeah, you literally the talking feather.
You never had. Okay, that was maybe a camp thing.
Not a feather, but
sorry. Okay,
talking stick. Sure.
Sure.
Anyways, talking Bingley. It's my turn. So locked in on ice dance. And now I'm like, anybody that will listen, I'm like telling people the reasons why the ice dance this year was rigged and talking about like the evil French people and chalk and baits and like just the intricacies of the whole thing, the competition, whatever.
I mean, it was rigged.
Yeah. Oh, it was rigged. And I still actually have not watched Glitter and Gold. I will be watching it.
Yes.
It's the Netflix documentary about the 3 like top ice dance couples. It's the French, the Canadians, and then the American team, Chalk and Bates.
The 3 that were on the podium.
The 3 that, spoiler, were on the podium. Well, it's not a spoiler.
I mean, it
'cause it's
happened a month ago, yeah.
But I had read this book last year, and now I've bullied our book club into reading it again this year.
For the last 2 weeks, Bailey's been like, well, yeah, so if you read the favorites.
So if you read the favorites, but so because I wanted to reread it. This was literally me bullying you guys to all read it to give me the opportunity to reread it.
Yeah.
Boom. The favorites, Layne Fargo. That's my girl right there. This came out last year. And it is like, it's fiction. It's like fake, but it's a retelling
Of
Wuthering Heights. And I didn't even realize until I like saw like a tweet about it and was like, oh, duh, their names are Kat and Heath.
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Idiot. And literally the back cover of the book says part Wuthering Heights and part Daisy Jones and the Six. This novel is as brilliantly choreographed as a gold medal performance. Jodi Picoult said that.
I've actually never read a Jodi Picoult novel.
I actually haven't either.
But in
not for
middle
me.
school,
No offense.
In middle school, you know, when you would like carry your stack of books, for some reason it was like humiliating to put your books in a bag when I was in middle school.
Oh.
Like the culture at my middle school for girls was that you would like have your like textbooks and like
Yeah.
I would have a purse, with like my pencil bag and like
Of course.
my tampons in it.
Tampon.
And then actually I never had my period in middle school, but I wanted people to think that I did.
I wanted people to think I did. Wait, you never had your period in middle school?
No.
When did you have your period?
I got my period. This is actually perfectly on topic. I got my period between the summer of 8th grade and freshman year. So I was like 14 already.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was reading George Orwell's Animal Farm for English class. That was my summer reading.
That's crazy.
And my family had like all gone to see like my grandparents, but I was like, I have to finish my summer reading. I can't come. And so I stayed home and I like went to the bathroom after finishing this book about the Russian Revolution and got my period for the first time.
Wait, that's so crazy.
Yeah. But I brought that up because, Jodi Picoult, that was like the top of every stack. It would be like your textbook,
and
your
then My Sister's
notebooks,
Keeper.
and then like My Sister's Keeper, Jodi Picoult. But go on about the favorites.
The book follows these two ice dancers named Kat and Heath. There's a rival ice dance pair that like is throughout the book with them too, that are Bella and Garrett Lynn.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the Lyns. But so it follows them from like childhood, like learning to skate together and like becoming partners all the way up until like their 30s, 40s.
Sure.
And it follows
She doesn't
them
die in
like,
childbirth.
yeah, it follows them. Yeah, she dies in childbirth. No, she doesn't. But follows them through like they go to the Olympics, they do all these world championships, blah, 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 blah. But there's like drama, there's intrigue. And now that I know the plot of Wuthering Heights, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not exactly this, but it's very similar and obviously inspired.
Yeah.
Which is why I think you'll like it more because it's not pretending to be Wuthering Heights. It's
Exactly.
just like taking Wuthering Heights, but like putting it in today's
Agree.
terms.
I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, no, it's really fun.
I think I'll breeze through
Yeah,
it.
because then they talk about like the background of like ice dancing and stuff, like all the training that comes into it. Like whoever, Layne Fargo, I don't know if you're an ice dancer, ice skater, anything at all, but like girl did her research.
Girl
like
did her
she knows.
research.
They talk about, kept forgetting to tell you this, but when they finish their ice dance and they go like sit in the chairs where they get their scores,
Yeah.
that box is called the kiss and cry.
Yes.
You didn't know? You knew?
Well, because when you watch it, all of the people who are in the kiss and cry booth
The kiss and
have,
cry.
like little lanyards on that say kiss and cry.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I didn't read it. But so they sit in the kiss and cry. They
Yeah.
get their little things. But they talk about that, like sitting in the kiss and cry. They talk about the drama. But like the lead character, Katarina, is horrible. She's like
course.
insufferable.
Yeah.
Did you read Carrie Soto is Back?
No.
Oh man, you got to read that. You'd like that
That's
too.
the tennis one.
That's the tennis one. This book is I always compare it. It's very similar to Taylor Jenkins Reid books. So if anybody
Yeah.
likes those, like Dear,
Seven
Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Yes.
Were you about to say Dear Evelyn Hugo?
Dear Evelyn.
Like Dear Evan
Dear
Hansen? No, I liked Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It's very similar to that. It's very similar to Daisy Jones and the Six. In that, especially that one, because if you've read Daisy Jones and the Six, which if you've seen the show, watch or read the book, it's so much better.
See, that's an adaptation you can get mad about.
That's an adaptation you get mad about because it's a direct adaptation. But that book is told through interviews. Like it's like the band in the present day is talking about like their heyday in like the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And it's through interviews. So it's like each person like talking whatever. And if you listen to the audiobook, which again, audiobooks are books, it is fully casted. So like
I
the
like that.
entire, like each character is somebody different. And it's like a really good cast of people reading it as well. I believe this one they do the same because then every other chapter, it starts with like interviews of people talking about like what the me
cool.
showing Maggie this. Like
Oh my
it's
God,
like
Lockwood.
yeah, I mean there's all these characters that like
They
you probably
come.
know.
They also cut Mr. Lockwood from the movie.
I don't know who that
and
is.
but I wasn't even mad about
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
But Lockwood is like the main like
I think
character
you're gonna love
in
this.
Wuthering Heights.
I think you're really gonna like this.
Yeah, I said Lockwood.
So
Perfect.
it's like it'll start with these interviews like talking about like present day. They're like, oh, and then this happened, and like then we never thought that they were gonna make it to the Olympics or like blah, 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 whatever. And then it goes like zoom in the chapter back to like back in the time of
All right.
what was happening.
I'm excited.
So it's super fun. It's really dramatic.
I can't read to read.
It's not a romance because people keep being like, it's a romance novelism. It's not. Again, just like the movie, this is not a romance. I would
Yeah.
say this is even less so
Yeah.
than the Wuthering Heights movie that we just watched. Like there's not a lot of like sexy romance, anything. It is
just
though just like
yearning.
obsession. Like they
Yeah.
they do yearn after each other. They feel a sense of like ownership over each other because
Yeah.
they've been partners forever. But it's very interesting with like ice dance. Like you watch all these people that some of it, like, you know, Chalk and Bates, like other people are married. There was like a brother and sister pair, which Garrett and Bella in this are brother and sister
Yeah.
dancing together.
Makes sense.
At
Thrushcross Grange.
At Thrushcross Grange. Now I'm like, I'm wondering what their ice rink is called because it's like
Yeah.
a whole thing that Garrett, in the book, Garrett and Bella's mother is like, used to be like she's like Michelle Kwan. Like she is like the ice
Skater.
dancer.
Yeah, the favorite.
I don't remember if she was an ice dancer or if she was like a figure skater or what. But now she is like the one that trains all of them.
Totally.
And they're like super rich and she trains
because
the
they're
kids.
supposed to, the Lintons are like representative of like generational wealth and like refinement.
Yes, exactly. Which in the book.
And
exactly
Wuthering
that.
Heights is supposed to be the opposite.
Yeah. Like, can I just read this one page too?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna read you this page.
Audiobook happening now.
I'm reading you guys this opening because it's just so good. Today is the 10th anniversary of the worst day of my life. As if I could forget when millions of strangers have been so eager to remind me. I'm sure you've seen the news stories, the magazine covers, the social media posts. Maybe you're planning to snuggle up on your sofa tonight with a bowl of popcorn and binge the documentary series released to commemorate the occasion. Schadenfreude and chill. Go right ahead. Enjoy the show. But don't fool yourself into thinking you know me. By now, I've heard it all. Katerina Shaw is a bitch, a diva, a sore loser, a manipulative liar. Cold-blooded, a cheater, a criminal, an attention whore, an actual whore, even a murderess. Call me what you want. I don't give a damn anymore. My story is mine, and I'll tell it the way I skated, in my own way, on my own terms. We'll see who wins in the end. Doesn't that kind of get ya?
Doesn't that kind of get ya?
Good.
No, I'm totally down to read it.
It's really exciting.
That made me think it was going to be, and then at the end it was Ilya Malinin.
Ilya Malinin.
10
he comes
years
out,
from now.
"Gah!" But it's super fun. So you get like the backstage of like what ice dancing is with the Wuthering Heights of it all on top of it. But I think it does it in a fun way.
Yeah.
That won't make you mad like the movie did.
Exactly. But again, this isn't trying to be.
It's not trying to be Wuthering Heights either. It's literally just fully
It's actually
inspired.
probably going to be a more faithful adaptation.
Honestly,
than the movie
probably.
was.
And it's funny because, like, again, I am a smooth-brained girl and didn't realize that this was Wuthering Heights when I first read it. Because I hadn't read Wuthering Heights.
Totally.
And also because I received, like, the arc of this book, which is an advanced reader's copy, to, like, read and review as, like, my book Instagram account perk, I guess. And it didn't have the thing on the back saying this is a Wuthering Heights book. Like it literally was just like, read this book, it's good. And I read it and I loved it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna reread it. So everybody, if you want to join our book club right now, you joined it. Read the favorites.
I'm gonna ask you to keep that here so I can zip through it.
But yeah, they go to Russia a lot. I mean, they go to the Sochi Olympics. So like they're there.
So okay, speaking of Russia.
So they're there, and so are Ilya and Shane. So
period.
They're all there.
They're all there.
It all comes back to heated rivalry.
Yes.
That's for you. Yeah, I'm giving that to you.
I'll treat it well.
Treat it well.
Ilya Malinin, can we talk about it a little?
That was a hard watch.
That was a hard watch.
That was a really hard watch, and I'm really devastated by it.
It was really upsetting for me. For me personally.
Oh, wait, we were talking about it before we were filming. That free skate ruined my day. I was very mean all day afterwards. And I watched it live like in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I just feel so bad for him.
I know, to choke that hard.
I know.
Like the one was enough.
The one was enough.
The one not landed a jump. Getting second would have been, or bronze, but getting eighth place
after being in the top
crazy. Spot, that hurts a lot.
Yeah.
And
but also like America and just like the Olympic Committee, like everybody in general put way too much pressure on this kid.
Agree.
Way too much pressure on this kid. And they were like, it's his medal to lose.
Yeah.
Like not even like, oh my God. I can't imagine having that going into it.
Oh no, at all.
And also like, did you watch like the full broadcast before? You kind of tuned in like right
I had to.
They were talking about I was like, I don't know if this is like terrible or not. His mom will not go and will not watch it, won't even watch it live. We'll watch it like a week later.
Yeah.
And we'll have his dad, her husband, call and be like, this is how it went. Like she won't even watch it because she's too nervous about it.
I would feel the same way.
And I was like, that would fuck me up.
Yeah. If you were the kid.
Yeah.
You want your mom to be there?
Yeah.
I kind of prefer no.
That's horrible.
No, it's too stressful. I couldn't watch it either.
Though.
It's like that guy.
I barely could watch it.
I could barely watch it. I don't even know him. It's like that guy watching or climbing that skyscraper in Taiwan.
Nope.
His wife was like, I really don't usually watch it. I'm like, of course.
I wouldn't.
I would not be able to watch it either. I was gonna throw up watching it.
Yeah. And I was going to throw up watching
Ilya Malinin, just the amount of spins alone.
I know.
I'm throwing up.
He fell so many times.
It really hurt me so much. It hurt me.
Okay, but you've seen like these conspiracies about the ice, right?
We know.
No, you haven't. So the ice rink that they were using in Milan, they use for multiple events, obviously, because
Sure.
like they didn't have a lot of places. Normally, though, like ice skating, figure skating, all of that. I keep saying ice skating, but figure skating would happen in a different place than like speed skating or anything else.
Yeah.
Because they require different like ice qualities. It's different
Sure.
temperatures, it's different thicknesses.
Yeah.
And I'm probably wrong about this, so like don't quote me on this, but I think figure skating versus speed skating, they want it to be like harder ice.
Yes.
And like thicker. And ice skating, sorry, I keep saying ice skating. Figure skating, they want it to be a little like softer, so it's
Yeah.
slightly warmer.
Yeah.
And this is the only event where they had, I think it was Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? What day did this happen on? Was that on Friday?
Friday was when the
So
final
it was
happened.
Wednesday they had the short program
Short program, yeah.
for figure skating.
Yeah.
Thursday they did the speed skating competition.
Correct.
Friday they did then their free skate for the figure
For
skating.
figure skaters, yeah.
And this is the only competition so far that they've had it like that, like back to back, boom, boom, boom. So between each of these, they had to change the temperatures of the ice and try to change the thicknesses. And apparently the speed skaters were saying
Yes, 'cause
that
they
the
were all
ice was
falling.
slushy.
Yeah.
They said it was really slushy and like a little too warm and soft.
Wow.
Which is wrong for them. So then when they went back to then try to fix it for the figure skaters the next day, I think the ice quality was still not correct to where it needed to be. Out of the 24 guys that skated, like 20 of them fell.
No, a bunch of them, because also...
And the speed skaters were
what's the
falling
cutie
too.
from Japan who went right before him?
Oh, I forgot the kid's name.
Oh, shit, I love him.
I forgot that kid's name, but
I really
he's
want to know
fantastic.
his name.
He even
He's
fell
so
a little
good.
bit
He
too.
fell, yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, and he not as terrible.
He still
but
made it to the podium.
yeah,
but-
he sure did. So there's like stuff about the ice quality is like kind of weird. We're not really sure. There's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
And like they can't change it.
Yeah.
Also, I think the fact that people keep saying this, and I fully agree, they did the team skate first.
Yeah.
And then they did all this. So like only the top 5 teams had to go for the team skate. But so Ilya Malinin has done his performance
So many times.
4 times already
Yeah.
in a week.
Yes.
Like he is exhausted.
Yes.
Like of course he can do it and like he's trained for that and whatever, but like he's
Yeah.
already exhausted.
Yeah.
Mentally it's like there's so much going on.
Yes.
The ice is already probably fucked up. Like
Yeah.
that's just so much. They should do the team skate at the end.
Yeah.
After they do all of the individual events.
I think that's how they do it with gymnastics.
I think that's how they do it
It's
with
like,
gymnastics,
no,
too.
sorry, they do team and
I know,
then
I think it is.
individual.
And I don't think they should.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy.
Especially because
Or just spread it out more. Like put the figure skating. Like if you're gonna do the team event week 1, sure. Put then the rest of the figure skating events week 2. Do all the speed skating week 1.
totally. Oh, that's
So the
actually a
ice
really
is
good
perfect.
point.
Put me on the Olympic committee,
Yeah,
guys.
that's actually a really
IOC,
good point.
call me.
That is a really good point. I stand by this sentence.
Yeah.
Ilya Malinin is a Disney villain. Like he just looks like one. He just
I know
looks like one.
I do feel bad because I have been shit talking him a little bit
No, but
before.
in a
I'm
way-
like that kid's so full of himself and
Yeah.
like. But here's the thing, I still stand by that a little bit.
I stand by it.
I do think he's a little full of himself, and I'm again devastated. It was a hard watch. I hated it. I think it could be for the best.
Agree.
And
Agree.
I hope he takes this.
I hope he learned.
I
Learn
hate
from
that it
this.
had to happen at the Olympics. Like that's horrible.
This is what I said to Nick. I wish this would have happened at like World.
I wish it would have happened at World. I wish it would have happened. Everybody keeps saying he should have gone to Beijing Olympics.
Yes, I know.
He should have been the Beijing Olympics and then not won. And he wouldn't have had the pressure of the world on his shoulders. And then maybe this time he could have pulled
Yeah.
it through. But I hope that he takes it and like that like lights a fire under his ass to like.
Well, and also
launch
I
his
think it'll
career.
just change his perspective on like what ice skating means to him.
Yeah.
Because I think this is how it feels to just be 21.
Oh my God, yeah.
Where you're
we
like,
forget these are kids.
These are kids. He's
These are
21.
kids.
Up until now, he's just been up until now, he's just been skating for like glory. You know what I mean? Or to like to be the best.
Yes.
To like prove to everybody he's the best, and to like for his parents' approval and for the world's approval.
Yeah.
And I hope that like it's like with Alysa Liu. What's really cool is that she quit and came back.
Yeah.
Because now when you watch her skate, you're like, that girl loves
There's
doing
love in
this.
that. There's love
I'm
in
like
this room.
gonna cry thinking about
Oh,
it.
stop it.
She loves it.
Yeah.
And she's so amazing to watch now.
Zoom in on her crying, please.
I'm literally crying thinking about her Laffy short program.
I know.
The viewer in me loves to see that.
Yeah.
And I think I can only imagine on their side of it, it feels so much better and more empowering to skate because you love to skate.
Yeah.
And to be perfect because it makes the experience so much better.
Yeah.
Versus proving to everybody how like you're the GOAT or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the quad god of it all.
I know.
You know?
It is also sad. Like his whole thing is he could do the quad axel and nobody else can do this. And we think it's physically impossible, whatever.
Yeah.
Or we thought it was before he was able to do it. by the next Olympics, that's like not going to be a thing.
Yeah, everyone's going to be able
Everybody's
to
going
do
to
it.
be doing quad axles.
Totally.
Like he would have gone down in history had he been able to stick it and do it.
I know.
And that's all done for.
Yeah, but they'll not forget that he did it a million times before now.
Yeah.
It's just the
but
Olympics.
It was going to be, we were waiting for those 7 quad axles to happen.
Yeah.
But man.
File's done.
For our listeners, Maggie's in a full 3-piece suit and tie.
No, I'm wearing a button down, a wrinkly button down with a tie.
Yeah.
And then track pants, which I said is my Pilates instructor opinion of what I think people wear to work in the office.
So we wear to the office.
And this is my office.
It's giving Zoom work day.
Yeah, because bottom's chill.
Yeah. Casual on the bottom.
Yeah.
Fancy on the top.
Button. Anyway,
let's spell some words.
spelling. Heathcliff. It's me with spelling at the B.
There. That was it. The spelling bee. Maggie, your word is asphyxiation.
Fuck.
I don't even think I said that correctly. Whatever. Spell it.
Asphyxiation. Okay, here we go.
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation. ASPHIXIATION. Asphyxiation.
Oh no! I thought
What did I get wrong? What did I get wrong?
What did you get wrong?
It's YXI.
It's a Y.
Wait, so it's ASPHY?
That's crazy.
That's it though? That's the only mistake I made? Fuck!
What's my word?
Cadaverous?
Cadaverous? What's the definition
Yeah,
of that?
looking like a dead body.
Which Margot Robbie did a great job of.
She was looking quite cadaverous.
And you know who else looks cadaverous? All those skeleton players.
Yes.
Players, competitors.
Competitors.
Olympians. Cadaverous.
Cadaverous.
I think I could do this.
I think you got this.
And then I have to tell you a story about cadavers.
Okay. Great.
Cadaverous. C A D A V O U R O U S? I think I got it wrong too.
Well, how do you spell it?
ER.
Yeah.
Oh, I said OUR.
Yeah.
Cadaver. Cadaver. Can I tell the story about my school, my college I went to had tunnels underneath because it was in Ohio and it was freezing. So you could walk from like every building to the next
I thought it was
building.
a bomb shelter reasons.
No, it was because it was cold. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, it was cold in Indiana and they didn't give us tunnels.
Well, sorry about that. You're bad. You're bad. Not my problem. But they had tunnels that connected every single building underground so you can get from one end of the school to the next all underground without leaving.
I'm so obsessed.
Which was wonderful. But every single building except the medical school building because of the cadavers.
Wait, why?
I think because in case of a zombie apocalypse,
No.
they didn't come and get us. Because I
Did
think
they
it was
say
something-
because of the cadavers?
That's what they said. That's what the rumor always was. Not because of the zombies. But I always said it was because of the zombies. I think it was because of like the smell of them and like the storage of them. They kept them in the basement. But they didn't want to have that connected to the rest of the school.
Because then it would all just be so stinky.
Probably.
Yeah, you're so
Smell
right.
like
You would go
cadavers.
downstairs and immediately be like, so the dead people.
Yeah, it would smell cadaverous down there. All right. So today, what did we learn?
What did we learn?
We learned
a lot about Wuthering Heights.
about Wuthering Heights. That everything I knew was wrong. I also learned that one of my favorite books, the favorites, is Wuthering Heights, and I didn't know. I learned that I really like Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Big fan.
But not of the original.
Not the original.
I learned that I really love reimaginings of Wuthering Heights.
Aw.
What about you? What'd you learn today?
I learned that Heathcliff.
You learned about the ice thicknesses.
I actually did learn about those ice
I can't believe you
thicknesses.
didn't already know that.
That was really cool.
Well, you could tell Nick that. Maybe that'll be a new fun fact for him.
Yeah, I think he knows.
And if you learned something today too, I want you to go. And even if you didn't, if
Okay.
you knew all these things already coming in,
Yeah.
that means you agree with us, and you should like, comment, and you should subscribe.
When you like,
When you like, when you comment, when you subscribe,
what you are doing is you are making your voice
heard.
Because if you like hearing from us, if you for free do any of those things, then you are supporting us.
You're telling us that we can continue.
and then we get to keep doing this.
And here's the thing though, unfortunately for you all, we're gonna continue no matter what.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The rent
I
is
do.
due. The rent is due.
The rent
and
is
we
due.
we need to pay it. So help us.
Like, comment, subscribe,
By
send to
like,
your
comment,
friends'
and
favorite.
subscribe. You don't even have to pay us the money.
No.
Peacock. We really gave them
We're calling Peacock, we're calling
Yes.
Fandango. And for our mental health, probably BetterHelp. Call us.
Hey,
That's been Maggie.
that's been Bailey.
And this has been Don't Be Weird About It.
It's me, I'm Hey, this is Maggie
And Bailey
from the podcast.
Remember,
If you could please like,
comment,
and subscribe.
bye.